Good morning.
Howdy ho.
We're at Lake Tawakoni State Park this weekend. They don't have a whole lot of trails, but what little they do have, we're gonna do. We're gonna be fishing, kayaking.
Yeah, it's supposed to be a really good lake for catfish. We'll see. I caught 3 yesterday. The longest one was about that long, so it's got a lot to make up to be a great lake for catfishing, but
Yeah.
could be my fishing skills too, but we'll see.
Could be. This is the nature trail. We think it's about a mile. But it's at least enough to get out and get a walk. Be great for bikes. I think that goes back to the group camp area. Probably going to see a lot of little offshoots down to the water. We're kind of, oh wait, no, that says primitive group area. This is kind of a little peninsula that we'll be out on. Oh, that's a big group camp area. And this trail is the Spring Point Trail that leads you to the area where in 2007 they had a massive amount of spiders and spider webs built in one specific area. Supposedly you can still see it, but it's not nearly like it was. Persimmon tree. Well, now we know what those are when we come across them, because we've come across those before when they're green like that and didn't know what it was. So there's the group camp. Look at that.
Yep.
No trees for shade, but quite a big area. It's a very, very nicely maintained park. The campsites are really nice. All the birds out there. I'm not particularly fond of trails that have to be mowed. Doesn't really feel like a trail. It's a mowed path.
Yep.
Winged elm. Or are you looking to see if it's a good place to fish?
Yep. It ain't.
No, because all the trees?
Yep.
So Craig is sporting his Buffalo River t-shirt today that he's had since 2015
Somewhere like that.
when we went to do the Buffalo River Trail, and it's rather thin, and
it is one of those that if it's clean, it's getting worn.
it's rather thin and has paint splatters on it.
And it's still the most comfortable shirt I own.
So we're supposed to be headed back to the Buffalo River area for 9 days, actually 10, very shortly. And he's hoping to get another one that's similar. Problem is, COVID just had a big spark in cases, and we're afraid that that might affect our trip. It's already canceled our Foothills Trail through hike that we were supposed to do in May. Now it's gonna possibly mess with our...
Yeah, we've had, yesterday was the most recorded cases in Texas so far to date, so.
Ridiculous.
Paused opening things back up, hoping that they don't go back into lockdown. But I got to be able to stop and get diesel somewhere between here and Arkansas for a couple of times. So.
Yeah.
We'll see.
It's just super frustrating. Feels like every big trip we planned this year is getting canceled because of COVID. And I know that's minor to complain about compared to what some people are dealing with, but it's still frustrating.
Yep.
Post oak.
Yep. Okay.
So you were correct
How about that?
for once.
Shit.
Potty mouth.
Oh, I forgot this wasn't already. There's peach tree too. Maybe not.
I don't think so.
Kind of tall for a peach tree, but it looks like peach leaves.
That's called a honey locust.
Yeah,
Looks a lot like a mesquite tree.
it's a locust tree. Mesquites have thorns aren't anywhere close to that size on mesquite
Oh.
trees. There's a lot of these over at Ron.
It's a wonderful little morning hike. An unusual gathering. So this is the spider infestation. They worked as a community, so it's completely gone now,
Yep.
which Craig's kind of happy about because
Yeah, damn right.
watch your potty mouth. My goodness.
Sorry, it's PG-13.
No, what I'm gonna do with him. Anyway, I can't see any
Maybe they all died.
spider webs, but obviously in 2007 it looked like this, which would have been quite freaky looking. I'm trying to match the trees up, but I'm thinking it's that. I'm thinking it would have been in there. But I do want to point out something. I don't.
Would have been there. There's that limb.
Oh, there's that tree. Oh my goodness. So it would have been.
Maybe not.
It does look like that tree.
Yeah, it does. Yep.
It would have been right over the, yeah, right over the trail. I don't know that I would have gone through that. So yeah, so that was where that was. Anyway, something else to mention. I don't know if you can see these ants that are crawling all over this little billboard thingy. At this park, they have the Argentinian ants, and they're very invasive. And to prevent getting them in your camper, vehicle, whatever, and transporting them to your home or another park, you should utilize a, I don't know what's called, ant deterrent insecticide that specifically combats Argentinian ants. And dust around all of your tires, your jacks to your camper if you have a camper, anything that's touching the ground that could be a path for them to get into your camper, vehicle, whatever the case may be. Wow, look at that. Yeah. That is some green water. Ooh, heard something.
Sure does have to be thirsty to drink out of that, huh?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, so make sure you take precautions against the ants and save yourself some hassle later. We watched another video before we came, and he was talking about it, and he said within an hour of being at the park, before he got the insecticide down, he already had lines trying to go up into his camper. I don't really know where this is.
Spring Point.
Not too much. She's not too scared. Oh, he's trying to dig a hole for eggs.
Yep.
You're digging the hole in the wrong spot, baby. Your eggs are gonna get trampled. Look at the ants all over him. Her. What are you doing?
Wondering if I should let nature take its course, remove her.
It's not really nature taking its course though, with people trampling over it.
water just broke. Oh, I think the water broke. I think she's using that to make the dirt softer.
That's insane. I've never seen that before.
That was pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, no. Leave her alone. Just leave her alone.
I hate for her to just make a nest right here in the middle of the trail.
Well, my guess is this trail doesn't get that much traffic.
It only has to have 1 foot.
I know. Well, she should stay down there.
Natural selection.
I guess so. Craig was trying to be helpful and she was not happy about it. She tried to pee on Craig.
A lot.
Uh-huh. She must have a big bladder. I'm gonna have to research that a little bit. So far, this trail is pretty much completely flat. That's gonna finish that trail. I think about a mile is what we did. Not very much. This is the White Deer Trail. It's a little less than half a mile, I think. It's again labeled as nature trail. Going over here, we have run to town to Will's Point. Got us some lunch at McDonald's, and we're gonna go in here and eat at the Pioneer Home. 1848.
Bring the food this way.
The first settlers of Will Point built this home, which gave the town its name. That's pretty cool. Really, really cool. Love me some history. That was the blacksmith shop. Huh. This is so cool. I love this. If somebody was hateful enough to vandalize it, that is terrible. I wonder if this is the original homestead spot. I mean, it's got all those posts over there, so.
Quite likely.
I can't believe people.
No.
that old chest. And there's all kinds of trash in there.
Morning, Shelly. I've used one of them.
So now we're gonna do Farkleberry Trail to the Red Oak Trail, Osage Orange Trail, and then the Blackjack Trail, back to the Farkleberry Trail. And my guess is this might have a little up and down compared to the trails yesterday. We'll see. But it's definitely different from what we're used to because it's not rocky. It's all... Alright, so this must be our first little loop junction. Look at that nice little bench over there. Oh, so we do have to go to the red, the orange, red, whatever it is, and then to the brown. Okay, so that makes sense. Tell me where it goes. This is my home for you. Tell me where it goes. Tell me where it goes. Anywhere you go, tell me what you find. Anything at all, like you had a mind. Hate it when you act like I'll be fine. Baby, what you... And that's gonna pretty much do it for that trail. About 3.5 miles, I think is what it was. 3.37. We thought it was gonna be about 4.5, but unless we missed something, we did everything.
We think.
Yeah, unless we missed it. And it was really only about 3.5, maybe a little less. Anywhere you go, you had a mind. Baby, your love stark blue, and maybe your heart stark too. Breaking my bones
inside me like a beast to some blood.